We are considering the fourth impeachment of a president going back to Andrew Johnson after Abraham Lincoln of years ago. Lindsay Newman has studied this at Yale, at NYU, and her shingle is out in London at Chatham House, where she is U.S. and the Americas Program Senior Research Fellow. Lindsay, thank you for joining us, and I think it's great maybe to have a distance perspective of London as we look at this historic moment for Washington. What's original here for our global audience is, unlike others where the Judiciary Committee leads, think Mr. Rodino of New Jersey in times past, we have 6 committees involved. How long will that charade last before we get serious and get to a focused Judiciary Committee hearing?
Well, as you say, what we've seen is part one, is these informal investigations that have been being conducted by various committees. And with Nancy Pelosi, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's announcement on Tuesday to undertake a more formal impeachment process, the umbrella will come to fall quite quickly under the Judiciary Committee. But interestingly, unlike during the Bill Clinton impeachment process, the House Democrats have not decided to take even an initial vote around tabling the process. So that gives them more flexibility to continue these various committees to allow them to investigate.
Yeah, but is it an impeachment process, an investigation, an inquiry, unless they take a vote?
Well, the crucial vote will come at the end of the investigation process. There's no need for them to commence with an initial vote. It really is when they get to the end of the investigation process, whether they have a House majority to say that yes, they think this is an impeachable offense and they want to essentially indict the president and have the Senate consider a trial for conviction.
Lindsay, what do they actually need to find? Is it a smoking gun or is it something, less evident?
Well, what we've seen so far, obviously, that has been released is the transcript. And if you're looking for quid pro quo, it certainly was not in that transcript. What was in the transcript is some sort of effort to encourage, to pressure, if you will, Ukraine and President Zelensky to look into Joseph Biden, his son, and to work, in fact, with the Attorney General. But what really the story is here is a partisan one. What we're seeing is we're hearing overnight that House Democrats now have a majority willing to vote towards an impeachment, but Republicans remain quite united behind Trump. Mitch McConnell said it's laughable, what we saw in the transcript, to think that provides a context for impeachment. And in fact, President Trump tweeted overnight that he had some of his best fundraising, throughout this whole period.